I love our sisters, and I don't know where I'd be today if I had not joined the Adrian Dominican Sisters. And so it's a very sacred thing for me. I just think it's community, but it's also, they inspire me to be better than I am. I think I learn every day how to be a Dominican.
Welcome to Open Seat, the podcast where we create a space for authentic conversations about faith, unfiltered and unapologetic. Here, we believe that every story matters. Whether you're questioning, seeking, or steadfast in your beliefs, you'll find something relatable in these heartfelt discussions. So grab your seat, get comfortable, and let's dive into today's story here at Open Seat. Joining us today in the Open Seat, we have Sister Rosemary Abramovich, OP. Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
I'm so glad I could get your title right. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm young at heart, and let's see. I'm a native of Des Moines, Iowa. I went to St. Augustine School where our sisters taught, and so after high school, I had another group of sisters who taught us in high school, but I really liked our sisters at St. Augustine's.
Wait, so you're Adrian Dominican?
Adrian Dominican. Oh, okay. Yes, OP.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Adrian Dominican.
What does OP stand for?
Order of Preachers.
Okay.
And so then I entered right after high school, and I came to Adrian and had my formation here. And it was quite a time. That was in 1961. So, it's 64 years now, almost. And it's been great. So from after...
Wait, so you were a child bride?
Pardon me?
You were a child bride.
No, we don't call it that.
You used to.
Well, I was, yes, but years ago. Years ago. Mm-hmm. They didn't even call us that in 1961. The Bride of Christ, no. I mean, no, we didn't do that. All right, so after formation, I was sent out to teach. And so I went to Illinois, and I had 4th and 5th grade. It was a combination grade, and I was very young, but I learned along with the students. So it was a great experience. And then I ended up teaching for about 12 years. And then I did some religious ed, much like what you do, except I don't take people on field trips. Well, I did that when I taught school. I took them all over Chicago on field trips in school buses. So I did religious ed, and then one of our sisters worked in a hospital, and so she invited me to come with her to Mercy Hospital in Chicago. And so I spent the day with her, and as soon as we went into this one person's room, I watched how she ministered to that gentleman, and I said, wow, I mean, like a light bulb went off, and I said, I think this is what I really want to do. So I continued my ministry in the parish in religious ed, and I also took what we call clinical pastoral education. And so I was certified as a chaplain, hospital chaplain, and so I have spent many years now, since 1976, in chaplaincy. And I always say that there two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled. And I guess I could say that even entering the convent was, this road is less traveled, but it's very high quality. So anyway, and so I spent the better part of maybe 40 years doing that work in hospitals in Chicago, in Toledo, in Columbus, and then I was invited to come back to Adrian and work with our sisters in the Dominican Life Center, and they're retired. So, and then I've been in congregation leadership also, and I'm always learning, but I believe that we preach by our lives and we preach by our word, but my whole ministerial life has been preaching in different ways.
Did you have a favorite ministry you did?
I think it was literally pastoral ministry individually to to patients and families. That's probably been my favorite ministry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there something you wish you could have done?
No. I really enjoyed teaching. The farther I was away from it. I really remember the good of 12 years. It was, I really loved working with middle school, and they're just great. I had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 that I taught those grades.
If you weren't a sister, what were you thinking you were going to do?
Oh, well, in high school, I was going to be a nurse.
Oh, okay.
And get married, have some children. I mean, not some, children. But that didn't
happen.
No, it didn't happen. However, I think my pastoral ministry has taken care of the nursing piece.
Okay.
I think it's that compassionate care. Not that I wasn't compassionate when I was a teacher, but they seem to go together a little better.
So, what was your favorite part of teaching? Because you liked that ministry the farther you got away.
I did. Mm-hmm. Well, I like to engage the students. And so I just remember one time, I would do all the decorating of the classroom in those days. That was back in the 60s. And so I spent, a weekend doing all the bulletin boards and all that. We did that in those days. And the students came in, and they didn't say one word about how the room looked. So after school that day, I covered up all the bulletin boards with newspaper. And then the next morning, the principal came in, and I asked her on the side, I said, "Come in, will you? Just notice." So she said, "Sister, what happened? All the boards are covered up with newspaper." And I said, I spent a long weekend making beautiful bulletin boards, and obviously they weren't noticed, so I just covered them up. Oh, well, the next day, she gave a little talk to the students. I think they were 5th grade. And so the next day I took the boards down, and then I said to them, "Let's talk." And so I said, "These are the last bulletin boards I'm going to do. I'm going to make." I said, "You are in charge of your classroom, and so you will make your own bulletin boards for the rest of the year." And they did, and it was great. So the way I think the way I engaged the students, I might have been a little bit before my time, but they made the rules for the classroom too, and I love taking them on field trips in Chicago, because it was eye-opening for me, watching them learn, and their eyes were wide open, because we went to the Chicago Police Department, we went to the fire department, we went to the Conrad Hilton Hotel, and they got to see the back, the behind the scenes, the kitchens and the laundries, and I said, anyway, I enjoyed that, yeah.
What has been your greatest gift of your vocation?
Just one.
Well, I know with you everything is many. So what would the many?
Well, I think I love our sisters, and I have learned. I don't know where I'd be today if I had not joined the Adrian Dominican Sisters, and so it's a very sacred thing for me. I just think it's community, but it's also, they inspire me to be better than I am. And also we're so widespread. We are involved around the world. And so I think I learn every day how to be a Dominican. And we have fun. I mean, that's the reason I chose Adrian Dominicans in the first place, that our sisters at home were joyful and great teachers. Oh, my goodness. But they cared about us, and they cared about the people in the parish. And so that I was just drawn to that. And I always say that if you meet one Adrian Dominican sister, you've met one, because the variety of our gifts and personalities are it just brings great light, hope.
And there is no truer statement than that statement.
Right. And you know.
I do know. I do know. And I'm not vowed, but I would agree that they do inspire me in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And are very joyful people.
Really. But we also are very compassionate, and we also can be fiercely assertive. Mm-hmm. Not aggressive, but assertive.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yes.
So you've been in a number of social justice causes and ministries.
Yes.
Can you tell us about some of those?
Well, let's see. I've gone on marches way back, peace marches. We went to Washington, D.C. We went to Harrisburg. We had a big peace march in Chicago one time, and my family was a little surprised when they found out that I had gone, to it. And I said, "Oh, but it was great, And then I sit on the advisory council for WellWise, which is the area on aging for Lenawee County, Hillsdale, and Jackson. And I think that we care about our elders and our persons, many people over the age of 55. And it's such a wonderful opportunity to advocate for our folks. Let's see, I've been on the board for the Hope Center, and that is for adults with disabilities. And I just love them. I mean, I try not to miss the hoopsters, the basketball. I just love it. But they're so caring and compassionate to each other. It's wonderful. And I've been involved with, just other kinds of areas. Social justice, women's rights. The congregation we're close to all of that, and we advocate for human rights and justice.
Yeah, and a lot of times on the forefront of things.
Yes.
And you said you've taken some leadership positions in the governmental structure?
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, I was asked to come on the General Council, which is it's the leadership council. There are 5 of us, and one of our sisters had health issues and had to resign, and so I was asked to. It's an elected position, but I came in midterm. It's a 6-year term, and I came in year 3. So I served on that for 3 years, and
at that time you were my boss.
Well, see, and look how great you've become.
So if I'm good, then Rosemary's to blame. If I'm bad, Rosemary's to blame.
Well, that was mind-blowing. I mean, because I saw the whole congregation and what we were doing, and I represented us to our health system out in California and Nevada, and at the system level. So it was I was very proud and grateful and humbled to sit on that council. So I've done that. I've been in where I've helped advocate for things in the congregation, but that's the main one. I was the director of the Dominican Life Center here in Adrian, which is our retirement center. I did that for 12 years, and I hope I made a difference there. I mean, I certainly learned a lot because I'm going to be there sooner or later.
I hope you like that armoire you bought.
I do. And, it was, it's wonderful to work with our elders. Oh, my goodness. They teach me every day. So I am retired now myself, but I sit on many committees and I volunteer.
Yeah, retired is a very loose term.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, nuns don't really retire. We just retool. Yeah. And we might not have to show up every day at 8 o'clock for work, but sometimes it's, can you do this today or, next week? And so I've done many of those opportunities. It's great. And, it's like, you're open to possibilities, And they teach me patience, and they teach me, the sisters at the Dominican Life Center have taught me many things over my years.
Yeah, so how long have you been walking this earth? Let's say it that way.
Oh, well, I'm 81 years old.
81?
Yes, I'll be 82 in August.
Yes.
So, I don't, and sometimes I don't feel 81, and then there are other days I do. But I have energy, and I want to continue to partner and to do ministry of any kind. I'm not going to just sit around. I used to say I'm not going to sit around and eat bonbons.
Well, now you can't have chocolate, so you're not going to do that.
That's right. I can have other kinds of candy. You know.
What are your hobbies?
Well, I like to cook, and I like music. I don't play an instrument. I tried to take piano when I was younger, and it didn't work real well. And I like walking with you. We walk. Well, we try once a week.
Yeah.
And Trestle Park,
Trail.
the trail, it changes.
It does.
Every day it's different, except I've seen the same limbs that have been down for years.
I know. So if the city is listening to this, please fix those limbs, because we hear this every time we walk through.
I say, but it's probably good for the environment because, they will decompose in 100 years. So I like those things. I like to read good books. I like to travel. If somebody says, you want to go? Sure, and I'll drive, but I'll share the drive. So,
where's your favorite place you've traveled to?
Well, I've traveled in the world. I think I really liked Australia.
Oh.
And I was there for a meeting, an international meeting for pastoral care and counseling. And I was the president of our National Catholic Association. And so I traveled to Australia for a meeting. It was a wonderful experience, a very long trip. And that one, and then we have sisters in the Philippines, so I had an opportunity to go there for 10 days. And when I was on the council, I liked Ireland, and then I liked the States. I think Door County, Egg Harbor, I love Door County. It's peaceful. It's just a lovely place to go. I like Chicago. I mean, I guess there isn't really a place where I've lived that I haven't really enjoyed.
Well, that's good news.
Including here.
Oh, including.
I like Adrian.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Although you don't really live in Adrian.
Well, township.
Yeah, township.
But I work in Adrian.
Yeah.
Well, no.
No, you used to.
I used to. I know. I still do, though. I still do.
Yes. Your employer thanks you.
Yes. And I've ministered here in the parish. Before COVID, I went to Lenawee Medical every third Sunday and facilitated a communion service for the people there, and I really liked it. And then COVID struck, and so we weren't able to go. And I've lectured here. I've been communion minister, Eucharistic minister, and now I'd like to come back. I still consider myself a member of the parish, but there were some needs at the Mother House, and so I've helped out there reading different
Family first.
Yes, family. Well, family first. Yes, but I like Holy Family.
Oh, what do you like about Holy Family?
You. Well, I like the spirit. I like the spirit that's here, and I did Christmas caroling. Christmas caroling with people.
Maybe we'll include that photo in this. We'll see how that goes.
But I had just a ball. I mean, it was fun, and I met new parishioners. So I think it's the spirit, and there's so many things happening. I read the bulletin every week, and I go, wow. I mean, and you have really done a lot with the youth, and you continue to do that, and I'm very impressed with that.
Well, I simply stand on the shoulders of those who came before me.
I know.
But thank you.
I know, but I like to,
Yeah, I know.
And I think it's a life-giving parish.
That is the goal.
That
is the goal.
I encourage people when they move to town, if I said, check out Holy Family.
Yes, we have grown in parishioners. It's been quite
Good.
Beautiful to see.
Good.
I don't know if any are your friends particularly, but we have grown.
Good.
It's good. If you could say one thing to your younger self, what would you say?
You're a very lucky girl.
Oh.
I think, first of all, I was a cherished member of my family, and I still am. I mean, I still am.
Although we're still paying mourners to come to your funeral.
No. But so my family is very special to me. I mean, they love me for my gifts and my flaws, and for some reason they think I talk a lot, and I just can't imagine that. But anyway, and I think I couldn't have chosen a better life from 18 on to the present day. And so I think I would say to my younger self, just go for it. Go for it. Make a difference. Make a difference in people's lives and in yourself. So that's been I hope I've done that.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, you have friends from way back, but
yes.
I'm sure people tell you that you are a source of inspiration for them.
Well, good. Yes. Well, I've been fortunate. So, but it's humbling. It's very humbling, and I don't take it for granted.
I mean, your walls are littered with awards you've won. And
I know. I know. I try to put them in the closet,
They fall out. There's so many.
Well, yeah. Not really. However, I had to send them over to the archives because, so when I'm gone, they'll they'll show them off.
We'll need a special room dedicated in that new museum to Sister Rosemary.
I don't think so. But I have to say, I'm the first one in the picture book because my last name is Abramovich.
A.B.
And Sister Judy Zinda, Z-Y, is the last one, and we're in the same Jubilee.
Oh.
So it's just fun. We had our picture taken out in front of the Mother House with the Adrian Dominican sign, the Alpha and the Omega of the congregation.
The Alpha and Omega.
And we're still there.
Yeah. How many sisters were there when you entered?
More than, there or in the congregation?
In the congregation when you entered.
Well, I think about 2,000. Maybe a little more because our highest was about 2,600 sisters.
And what's the number now?
We're in the high 300s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So pretty big difference.
However, it's a big difference. But, my gosh, the spirit is the same. And the action. And no matter how old or how young we are, people are involved. And you know that.
I am aware.
You experience it.
I am. This year we did this prayer partner experiment.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And the amount of sisters who have written back, one of them the other day, I got a card from someone, and she was just lovely at explaining that this allows her to be a part of a parish. And for a long time she was a part of a parish, and now can't be. Yeah. But she can be through this act. Yeah. And so, the spirit is willing, the flesh is not able.
That's right. But, they can still do something.
A lot of things.
Yeah. So I noticed that you didn't invite me to be one of the prayer people. I noticed that.
I did not assign them.
Oh, you didn't?
No. Oh. Bless another sister. Oh, okay. I'm not going to out her because I don't want you to know.
Yeah, I know.
I think you do know who it is anyway. But she coordinated all the sisters for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Well, then I won't blame you for that.
No. If I were in charge, I would have certainly taken you. Well, I mean, I can just give you the list of all of them, and you can pray for all of them.
I know. That's true. Did the sisters meet with any of the folks from the parish?
You mean the kids that they're praying
the kids,
for?
Yes.
So they will be meeting.
Oh, good.
So there will be an ice cream social.
Oh, that's great. Have food. Everybody comes. Yes.
Yes, there was a private invitation sent to all the sisters who are praying. There will be an ice cream social on campus at the Adrian Dominican Sisters.
Good.
Before First Communion.
Oh, good.
So they will get to meet them.
That's great. I mean, and the nuns love to see the children.
Yes.
No matter how old or young they are.
Yes.
Because most of us have been teachers.
Yes. Yes, I spent probably like an hour on the phone with one the other day who told me all the things she did when she was in my position.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very enlightening.
That's great. And you can learn from some things.
I can learn from many of them
Yeah.
in a lot of different ways.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very blessed with the friendships I have because they give advice freely.
Good. Yes,
So-
they do. Whether you ask for or not.
Well, it's important.
They do. I mean, because they get engaged and they get excited when we ask them about their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think we all want to feel important no matter what we're
That's
doing.
right. That's
And so anything we can do to
Yeah.
help. Yeah. What is your greatest accomplishment?
I'm alive. Let's see.
Amen.
No, and I don't mean that just physically. I mean,
No, yeah.
I'm alive. I'm trying. My greatest accomplishment. Well, when I was president of a National Association of Catholic Chaplains, and we had about 4,000 members, and from all across the country, the United States, and I was president for 3 years, and we were kind of in flux with how the leadership and how we governed ourselves, and so I presented an option or a possibility. And it stemmed from our own congregational governance, how we govern ourselves, and that model. And so they said, "Wow, this is great." So the group adopted it, and it has lasted for many years now. And this was in 1987, and they've changed it a little bit because of how times change.
Sure.
But that was a wonderful accomplishment that I could take what I experienced in the congregation and offer it to another organization, and it worked. It worked. So that was one. And then I think just my first patient that I ever ministered to as a chaplain, and I got to know that person and family very well. We learned boundaries. We learned, I think I ministered to him for 9 months, and he died. But I learned so much from him, and it stands out as one of my most meaningful experiences.
Yeah, and I'm sure you carried those things with you through the rest of your chaplaincy.
Yes, and really even today, even when I was in leadership, I used my pastoral ministry came through in my work.
Yes, that's your favorite expression, pastoral ministry.
Right.
I hear it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with us today?
No, but this has been fun, I think.
Well, this is sort of like what it's like to walk with us.
It is, and I'm so glad that you invited me, because there are so many people that don't really know what nuns are, sisters, what sisters are, and
actually, let's distinguish that, right?
Yes.
Sisters and nuns are very different.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so what's a nun by definition?
A nun is a woman who has taken vows, but also is cloistered. So
she stays in a place.
in the same place, and it's a ministry within the community, but they do a lot of praying for the rest of us, and they do ministry, but they're not out in the world.
They don't leave the walls.
No. Sisters are active sisters who are out working in the world, for the world. So that's the difference.
And you still do a lot of praying for the world.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
Every day. Every day. It's different than the flying nun and some of the old ways of thinking about sisters. So I think we're trying to tell our story. Not that we force it on anybody, but we like to tell our story. And when we're invited to speak, we line up.
We line up. Well, I think your witness in the world is a big voice.
Yes.
And like you said, the order of preachers, you don't necessarily preach with your words, but your life a lot more.
Yes.
And when people hear this, I think they'll see it. But also, if you look at the history of the Adrian Dominican Sisters, there's a lot there.
Yes. And we do preach in word, whether it's spoken or whether it's in writing. But I agree with you. It's our life, and that's what drew me is watching and being with the sisters.
Yeah, it's a very lovely witness in the world, and I personally want to thank you, because I know you have inspired me in some ways, probably given me a heart attack in others, but
Well, just ask questions. Have conversation. Conversation it's been great,
yeah,
and we continue it.
I know. I am so grateful for your friendship.
Good. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us today on the Open Seat,
You're welcome.
and we look forward to seeing you more in the parish. Once again, we thank you for joining us today. We hope that wherever you find an open seat in your life, you will invite someone to join you.